Colonial Delaware by Elizabeth Allison and Morgan Traeger. The Delaware colony was named after Sir Thomas West, also known as Lord Delaware. Delaware is surrounded by multiple colonies. These include Maryland, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. The first settlers in Delaware arrived in 1638. These first settlers arrived in Fort Christina. Fort Christina is known as Wilmington today. This is Peter Minuit. He was one of the first leaders and founded Delaware.
Delaware was a proprietary colony.
Some of the main goals and motivation for Delaware was trade and profit.
Delaware's first settlers were the Swedish. They were then taken over by the Dutch, and then the English took over. That's why the three main nationalities of the Delaware colony were the English, Swedish, and Dutch.
The colony of Delaware was mostly rural. In 1650, the population was 185, but it grew quickly in 1750 to 20. Delaware had lots of religious tolerance. Religions that resided in Delaware included Quakers, Catholics, Jews, and Lutherans.
Women in the Delaware colony were unfortunately not allowed to vote. Along with not being able to vote, women were usually expected to be married by the age of 20. Some roles of women in colonial Delaware were cooking, laundry, and taking care of livestock.
Delaware was also known as the breadbasket of the colonies. They grew lots of wheat, which was then turned into flour and exported.
Delaware's natural resources included things like farmland and timber. They traded things such as wheat, corn, and other meat products, such as fish. In 1681, Delaware became part of Pennsylvania due to the Mason-Dixon line, which helped balance the land between Maryland and Pennsylvania. In 1701, Delaware is separated from Pennsylvania and becomes its own colony. Delaware becomes its own proprietary colony. are still grown. Many people who lived in the colony of Delaware then were Catholic. Same goes for Delaware now. The population of Delaware today is 952,065, and back then it was 28,704.